men's D 3,000 metres. So once again, big thank to our officials tonight. We have started right on time for this 26th race out of 30. So once again, Milers Club just ticking along like clockwork as we see this very impressive D heat here in the men's 3,000. That looks like it could be a Glenn Huntley uniform out front. And in fact, 1-2 Glenn Huntley at the moment. So Goff, also Velton, Tickle in next position. So they've set off nicely here. The Western A's uniform, that's probably Muscat in the next position. A couple of Melbourne Uni boys running together midfield there as well. Looks like pink shorts are all the rage tonight. There's another pair sitting there midfield. I'm not sure if that's correct uniform, but early season rocket, we're not going to say anything. Great to get the crowd behind this pack. The Mentone cheer squad. It looks like it's Chandler sporting the pink shorts out there. I have to talk to Coach Rod Griffin about that one. Tickle looking good, sitting nicely there. Good to see the South Bendigo uniform rolling around. We saw his sister out in action earlier in the evening. But there's Matthew Goff. Comes in with a seed time of 8:55, which is, yes, amongst the quickest. So this is not surprising. Muscat's also got the sub-9 under his belt. But Goff out by about 15 to 20 metres at the moment. Bit of a move coming now. Someone's decided that they want, maybe it's Doze. Let's see if it's that orange uniform. Very hard to see in the dark here. But we'll capture them as they come down and through. So Tickle still out there. But Goff looking solid. So coming through, this is the 1K mark. So we're going to be under the 9-minute schedule here. So 54, 55, so 8:45 pace. Nicholas Martin's the one who made the move there. But the pack is still looking really strong. So Scott Benedict rear of the field at the moment. So they're on about 8:45 pace out front in this D 3,000 metres. So the way they're moving, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Nicholas Martin at the moment. That was a very good move, and that gap is coming into Goff. So Martin's the one who's brought the pack through. Muscat's still up there. I think Aidan Velton's still in the mix as well, the other Glenn Huntley runner. And the pack has really come together now. So 4 laps to go. It is one big pack. This is good. Burway making the outside move. His teammate Bevan Doze also up there. Muscat now in that second position with Goff still leading. So no one wants to take the lead off Goff. That may cost them time though. Let's see if anyone really takes up the challenge here and forces the pace through as they approach into the second kilometre. So a few changes. This race is actually quite enthralling at the moment. Anything could happen. There's a bunch of about 12 to 15 in contention. If anything, we're going to see some PBs really drop out of the sky from this one, I think, tonight. It is good paced running, and we've had a change of lead, and that's exactly what we need. I'm not saying Goff wasn't doing a great job, but it will inject more pace, as we saw in that previous women's race. Muscat's still in the mix, but it's Tickle who's leading. Martin's still there. Goff up there. Doze. Also Bucci. Also Jonathan Squire. You can see the big lanky legs of Ben Mornane also getting around. Chandler, his teammate, is on the inside lane. McIntosh going through for Collingwood Harriers. But out front, I think Muscat's taken the lead. This is fantastic. Muscat, Martin, Tickle. I think Doe's in next position. Goff's still there, a little bit of a gap. So we've now had 3 separate leaders over the last 3 laps. And they've just gone through the 2K mark, and they were under the 9-minute mark. Probably slipped a bit from that initial 2:55, but they are on pace well under the 9 minutes. Into the last kilometre. This is the test of character for these young men out front. Brandon Muscat showing us what he's shown us so many times at Milers Club over the years. Bevan Doe's one to watch. Nicholas Martin, really impressive. Goff hanging on. White's in next position. Then we've got Holberton. So we're seeing some new names come into it now. Martin takes the lead. Doe's to the outside of him. Tickle's still in there. So's Muscat. So we have another leader. This is winding up beautifully. We're going to see some good performances here. Let's try and get a few under that 8:50 mark. Quite a lot of this field have not broken 9 minutes before. Gaps forming out front now. I think it's Doze and Martin. They're doing the damage. Side by side. Doze just pushing onto the shoulder there, but taking the lead. We have another new leader. So last lap, Doze, Martin, Muscat, Tickle, then Holberton. White's in next position. Also Squire. Then Goff, Bucci. Looks like Verway, then Mornane. Then I think it's Scott from Ballarat Harriers in next position. So out front, it is Doze. We saw him make a few breakthrough runs last year at Milers Club, last season. And Bevan Doze, but Nicholas Martin super impressed with this run. He's got an 8:58 PB. Doze comes in with an 8:59. The challenge is on though, it's not all done and dusted. Martin winding up once again. But this is a great race. Out to lane 3 to finish. Looks like Doze is going to get it, but Martin's not laying down at all. They're pushing through. 8:38, 39, they're well into the 40s. Great running here. Into lane 3 to finish. Holberton next, Muscat, sub 850s, whole pile of them under 850. Mornane next. Lots of these guys first time under 9 minutes. Fantastic racing. So Savile Bentley just on the cusp there. What a race. Men's D 3,000 metres. We'll be scrolling through those results later to see PB after PB after PB. So many sub-9s. Fantastic racing, but Bevan Doze, not to be outdone once again, takes a win at Milers Club.